Greetings, Ben Murray here with another edition of SaaS Metrics School. Welcome. So today, talking about running financially blind. This has been coming up a lot lately. Talking to SaaS founders, whether we're just generally having a conversation, or if some of my SaaS founder clients of just running financially blind. They don't have any good financial information to understand how they're performing. Where are they going? Should they invest? Not invest? What's my cash runway? And I've looked at a lot of different SaaS financials over the years, hundreds of financial statements. And sometimes I do look at financial statements and some of the data that SaaS companies are producing, and I can't even take a guess at how they're performing because the data is that bad. The chart of accounts is set up incorrectly. There is no SaaS P&L. There's no retention data, MRR schedules, bookings data. And really, without that data, without that structure, it's hard to tell. Even looking at just, exporting your P&L out of your accounting software, it's like, I don't really know what's going on here, especially if you're multi-entity and you need to consolidate those financials. And I've seen it and I couldn't even take a guess as to how they're performing. But as you scale, definitely I'd say the threshold here, as you get to 3 million and above ARR and you're scaling, we have to put a framework in place because there's so much data in our business that we have to organize. We have to put a framework around so we understand what's working, what's not working. And the four key data sources that I always pull into my monthly cycle so we have financial transparency are bookings data, our financial data, our HRIS data, and then our customer/revenue data. Four key data sources that we need on a monthly basis, a clean process, not a fire drill each month. So we can pull this into the SaaS financial process. So we can create forecasts, we can create metrics, we can benchmark our metrics. We have bookings data, we have MR schedules, we have retention schedules, and so on. So we have the data that we need to understand how we're performing. So we go from then backwards looking, trying to get all this data collected, to forward looking. That's where the strategic finance comes into play. That's where FP&A comes into play. And then we have forward looking visibility, because you can find yourself in a spot where you're looking at your monthly financial statements and you're like, I have no clue other than the cash that's sitting in my bank. I'm not sure how I'm performing. And it's very common. So again, I have a lot of resources on this. I've got tons of content. I've got courses on this, free and paid. One of my flagship courses is the SaaS Metrics Foundation course, which is on demand. And also, I teach it live a couple times a year. Depending on when you're listening to this, my next live cohort is February 6th. And that walks CFOs, analysts, founders, investors through my process on how to organize your data and create the transparency that you need. So, really, really common. So, don't feel bad that if you feel like you're running financially blind, but we have to improve it. We can feel bad, but we've got to change that situation so we have the data that we need to run our business.